Welcome to the Honeymoon Mindset Podcast, discussing topics to give you tips and tools so you can choose to live your relationship with a honeymoon mindset. Here are your honeymoon mindset experts, James and Beth. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Honeymoon Mindset. I'm your host, James. Beth is still off on assignment, working her job to pay bills while we keep working on getting our coaching business up and running. So it's quite exciting. It's been a struggle for me what to talk about this week on Honeymoon Mindset, because there's a lot of things that go into it. No, I don't want to make it sound complicated or too much. No, there's not. It's just a lot of the little things that we all have to do. One is getting up and choosing to love your partner no matter what. You had a huge fight the night before or the day before, or they just did something to irk you, or something during the day irritated you. How are you going to handle that? And sometimes we're pulled in so many different directions that it's hard to stop and say, yeah, I still love you. It's just, I got so much going on. It's just, I can't think or I can't feel right now. But making that constant choice, no matter what kind of your relationship is, controlling, great, wonderful, stressful relationship, or a relationship where you're arguing a lot. But how do we make it? How do you do that? Well, it's the little things, like I said. It's the choices. It also comes down to the 5 love languages too. The 5 languages by Dr. Chapman in his book 5 Love Languages. Beth and I interviewed him a year ago. You can find that archived on passionatelifementors.com. Go under the tab Honeymoon Mindset Show, and you can find all the shows archived there, and you can listen to it. The 5 love languages: affirmations, time, gifts, service, and physical. Words of affirmation. Do you really like it when people praise you, acknowledge you, see you, thank you? Words of affirmation. Quality time. Not just quantity time, but quality time. Spending time with you, talking with you, doing stuff together. Do you like it when your partner does that? Acts of service. Do you like it when people do things for you? Or do you like doing things for others? Acts of service. Doing something for somebody. It can be as simple as taking out the garbage or picking up their dirty clothes. It might be the act of service for them. Gifts. Buying stuff. Do you like it when people buy you things for no reason or for a reason? Do you like buying things for other people? Physical. Touch. Do you like a hug? Do you like it when people caress your arm, touch your arm, hold your hand? Now, physical also means sex too, but that's a different type of physical. But yes, that is some love language too. Is physical your love language? Last week we talked about what happens if you're in a controlling relationship. What do you do? How can you handle that? Being calm, talking to them, using a roundabout approach to things, learning about their past. Because our past brings in a lot of stuff. And a lot of our love languages comes from our past too. And how we received love as a child and did things. It was ingrained to us. Do they change over time? Yeah, they can. But a lot of times they do stay the same. So what does that mean for our relationships now? How do we keep that honeymoon mindset going? It's the little things. It's filling those love languages. It's being present in your relationship every single day. I know for me, when I'm feeling overstressed, overwhelmed, with a lot of things on my plate, frustrated, yeah, it's hard. You lash out. You take it out on your partner. That's not fair. That's not nice. But you're not doing it intentionally. It's just who we are. It's just the way you are. But it doesn't make it right. And most of the times, I would say 90% of the time, yeah, you feel lousy about how you treated your partner. Did you apologize for it? Did you take a minute to sit in silence, gather your thoughts, gather your stuff, remove yourself, and look at it from a different perspective? What are you doing to make yourself better as a partner? Like we said a couple weeks ago, putting yourself first in the relationship so you can be better for your partner. So what are some things that we can do? So today I want to talk about tips, things that we can do, simple things. Like I said, it's the little things. So a lot of times when we're working on ourselves, you're working on your relationship as well. Because it carries through, it carries over into your relationship with your partner. And that's one thing I've found. One thing that I do is journal. Write about what I'm thinking and feeling. Get it down on paper and pen. You can see your thoughts. It helps clear your mind, especially when you're feeling stressed, overworked, frustrated, overwhelmed with what you got going on, or you got a lot of things coming up and it's just like, how am I going to get all this? Put it down on paper. It'll help you prioritize things. It'll help you see what's important, what's not. It'll also say, hey, here's what's going on. I'm not getting this from you, partner. What do we need to work on? I need your help here or there. The other thing I like to do is tell your partner you love them. Give them a hug. When you're doing that, yeah, it sounds so simple, but sometimes just saying I love you, thank you. Hey, I'm grateful for you today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing me. You're making yourself feel important. You're making yourself feel wanted. You're giving your self-worth a boost. That's what that does. You're helping yourself. Guess what? You're also helping your relationship with your partner. Write them a little note. It doesn't need to be all love and sappy. But even a little note that says, thank you for taking out the garbage. Or thank you for whatever. Or I'm grateful that you... One thing I tell my wife, Beth, a lot is, thank you for the way you dress. I like the way you dress. You keep me in mind when you get dressed in the morning, and I appreciate that. You wear what I like. You wear the way I don't have to feel intimidated or worried, because that's one of my insecurities, and that's great. Or you know what? Thank you for making the bed this morning. It looks nice when we come at night to go to bed. The bed's all nice. It makes it look inviting, enticing. Being grateful for your partner, being grateful for you. And if they thank you for some, well, I'm glad I could provide that for you. I'm glad I could help meet that need. You're recognizing yourself in the moment. You're not putting the focus on you. You're just taking that and acknowledging yourself. Also, wow, I'm glad I could be an important part in your life somehow. Again, you're boosting your ego. You're boosting, I don't want to say ego, your self-confidence, your self-worth, your self-respect, which boosts your respect, your worth in the relationship. So a lot of what we do, these little things, affects our relationship as well. How do the 5 love languages play in? I've been doing a lot of thinking about these 5 love languages. And they're all intertwined. Yes, we each have a primary love language that is very high. It's our main primary love language. For me, it's affirmations and physical touch. They're both pretty similar. If you go to moodybibleinstitute.org, there's a little quiz on there. Just look up 5 love language quiz. Search it. You'll find it. Take it. It's maybe a 5-8 minute little quiz. And it'll tell you what your primary love language is. And it might surprise you too. For Beth, she thought her love language was gifts. Giving gifts, receiving gifts, and it was actually affirmations and acts of service. So I gotta do stuff for Beth. But I thought about that. When you're doing something for somebody, yeah, it's an act of service. It's a gift. You're spending quality time with them. Even though they're not there, you're doing a service for them, so it's still quality time with them. It's showing appreciation, so it's affirmations as well. Yeah, not really physical touch, but you're doing it, but it's still touching their heart. So therefore, it's still roundabout way of form of physical touch. You buy a gift for somebody, for your partner. Well, you took the time, so you're spending quality time for them to pick out a gift. It's affirming them. They get to touch it, hold it, whatever this gift is, and enjoy it. So there's physical touch. You just covered all 5. But yeah, the main act is buying a gift. Same with giving them a hug. Spending quality time. Affirmations. Same thing. They're all connected. But when you do something, it speaks different ways. One of the stories Gary Chapman does, or I should say Dr. Gary Chapman does, is talks about a guy who went on a walk. He picked up a feather. It was a really nice, pretty feather that he found alongside the walk in his morning walk. And he gives it to his wife. This wife reminds me of the wind that you put underneath my wings to help me fly. And he gives it to his wife. And I just appreciate you for that. He gave her a gift, knowing her love language is gifts. He also did affirmations in that. He also took the time to spend and talk to her, so he gave quality time. He also did an act of service for her, appreciating, showing her, giving her a gift, and a physical touch by giving her the thing that she can touch and hold and look at. He hit all 5 of those with one thing. But yeah, the main thing was the gift. Doing little things for your partner, and when you find out what their love language is, listen to their words. Oh, you just don't appreciate me. Well, more than likely, affirmations is there. I just gotta do everything myself. Acts of service might be their love language. I just wish we could spend more time together. Or I wish we could do things together. Quality time. They want you to spend time with them. I just need a hug right now. I just need you. Touch. Physical touch. If you listen to their words and what they're saying, how they're saying it, you will pick up on it. Listen to what you say, how you say. Listen to what you do, or pay attention, I should say, to what you do. And you will figure out what your love language is. And when you do, you can say to your partner, hey, I really enjoy it when you compliment me. Or when they do compliment, you know what, that really means a lot. I really appreciate you doing that. Could you do that more? That's ingraining in them what you need for your love language. And when that love language gets filled, when you're feeling loved, cared for, respected, that even boosts your self-worth, your self-respect for yourself, and your self-love too. So these little things helps build your partner, strengthens your relationship. So it's these little things that makes the difference. It's the little things, doing them every day, one way or the other. Oh, I can't buy a gift every day. I understand that. But you can still give the gift of time. You can give the gift of a note. You can give the gift of gratitude. So there's things we can do every single day that doesn't need to be expensive, that can touch your partner's heart, their soul, in a certain way, to let them know that you care, you love them, and you mean the world to them. Or they mean the world to you, I should say. Got that backwards. What are you going to do? What small thing? Start by doing a journal. Taking a moment, sit in silence. Listen to yourself. Listen to your mind. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. What does it say? What is it telling you? Write it down. Do a journal. If you need to, go take that quiz, the 5 love language quiz. Figure what yours is. Ask your partner to do it. Even if you're not hitting their primary love language, you're doing something. It's still gonna make them feel loved and appreciated. Not as much as hitting their primary. Yeah, they can have two that are very close of importance. Like I said, for me, mine's affirmations and physical touch. Affirmations is a little stronger, but as long as one of those is getting met, my needs are getting met for love. But Beth still spends time with me. She still buys me gifts. She still do things for me, and I very much appreciate it. Also, when I know what my love language is, I can take that gift and turn it into, she appreciates me, and I turn it into a form of affirmation or a form of physical touch, because I get to touch, hold, use whatever she has given me. Same with active service. She did some. Oh, she appreciates my time. She appreciates how busy I am or frustrated I was with or overwhelmed with my schedule or trying to get things done. So she did that for me. She's affirming what I do. When you realize that, these things, you can find other ways to match into your primary love languages. And it becomes a beautiful thing, even though it's not. So journal about what you think your love language is. Take the love language quiz. I will put the link in the description of this show below, so you can just click on that and go take it. It is free to take that quiz, and then start doing something small for your partner. Doesn't have to be major, just do something small, whether you realize what their love language is or not. Just do one thing small every day and see what happens. I want to thank you for listening to the Honeymoon Mindset Show. If you like this show, please share it with somebody else who may need to hear it. If you like more, check us out on passionatelifementors.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Passionate Life Mentors. Also on Facebook, you can check out the Honeymoon Mindset group, become a member, participate in it, and see all the cool content that we have in there. Again, if you have any ideas for the show, comments, questions, please send us a DM or email us at james@passionateliferanch.com, james@passionateliferanch.com. Again, thank you for listening to Honeymoon Mindset, and we'll see you next time.